Hey, what's up y'all? It's Ebony Christina, and today I'm going to be doing a video on my frequently asked questions. So there's certain questions that I do get asked repeatedly by my followers. So I figure if I'm getting these questions asked over and over again, then they must be things that are at the top of probably everyone's mind. Training, relocation, flight attendant pay, tattoos and piercings, do you have to live in base, and also the pros and cons of being a flight attendant. So let's go ahead and get started. The first question I have is training paid? No, training is not paid. Typically, no, they don't pay you for training. I only know about 2 airlines that actually pay you for ground school training, and that's Delta and Southwest Airlines. But other than that, don't expect for them to pay you during training. From that 4 to 6 to 8 weeks that you are going to be in ground school training, you're pretty much going to be there for free. However, they do give you a small stipend while you are there from week to week, and the stipend can range anywhere between $100 a week to $140, $150 a week. Next is relocation. How long does the airline give you to relocate once you graduate ground school training? And it is almost no time. Once ground school training is over, they have your base assigned, and they give you, I would say, maybe up to a week to go ahead and get into base and get started with your flying. Do they pay to relocate you? No, they not paying you to relocate into base. That is your responsibility. If you choose to live in base, the relocation expenses are all up to you. You have to pretty much take care of all that yourself. So, do you have to live in base? Is living in base required? No, living in base is not required. And actually, more than half of flight attendants and even pilots don't live in base. They do what is called commuting, and we call those flight attendants commuters. And that pretty much means that at the start of your trip, you fly into base to start working, and then at the end of your trips, you fly back home for your off days, and you do this every week as you have to work. Tattoos and piercings. Are tattoos and piercings allowed? No, they are not. Both tattoos and piercings are very much frowned upon, especially tattoos. So if you have any visible tattoos, I recommend you definitely go ahead and get those tattoos covered up with some makeup, especially before your interview. Before you do your video interview, cover your tattoos up. Before you do your face-to-face interview, definitely cover your tattoos up. Do whatever you can. There is some makeup that you can purchase. I know they have it at like Sephora and different makeup retailers, even like Ulta, and I forget the name of it, but I'm going to find out and I'll link it below because I heard it is really good. Some of my friends use it who has visible tattoos. So you can use that. As far as piercings, make sure if you have any piercings like nose piercings or those like derma piercings, take those out before you do any of your interviews. Those are not acceptable. The only piercings you are allowed to have are one piercing in your earlobes. If you have them going up your ears, if you have more than one, take the other ones out and just keep one small pair of earrings on, like a little stud or small hoops. Pros and cons of being a flight attendant. So okay, so this is my opinion as to what I think the pros and cons of being a flight attendant are. The number one pro are the benefits. Your parents can fly for free, your spouse can fly for free, or your domestic partner can fly for free, and even your children if you have children. It's such an easy job to do. It's fun. You get to meet people, you get to travel, you get to hang out with your crews on the overnight. It's very liberating. It's very freeing. I love that aspect of it. As far as the cons go, obviously the main con of being a flight attendant is being away from home. That can be hard sometimes. Being in your hotel room a lot, sometimes, oftentimes by yourself. You kind of get bored, or you kind of miss having somebody to be there with you. A little exhausted, but that does go away. More often than not, you're having a pretty good time, especially if you're in the beginning stages, because all of your trips are like new and fresh, and you're excited to see where you're going. And that's pretty much it. Some people think the pay is a kind of being a flight attendant. Pay isn't an issue for me. I enjoy my lifestyle. I do make less than I made in my previous career, but I'm much happier doing this. Now I'm going to cover the height and weight requirements. Lately, I've actually been getting this question asked a lot more than usual. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this so everybody can feel pretty comfortable with applying and making sure they are, within the perfect realm or dimensions of being a flight attendant. So to start with the height. For the height, the minimum height without shoes, I was actually looking at an airline website. Like I know with United, the minimum height without shoes is 5 feet. So it's 5 feet with the maximum height of 6'3". So I think that's a pretty widespread range for height requirements. So as long as you're at least 5 feet and you're no taller than about 6'3", that means you're tall and you're not too tall to be on an aircraft, and then you're not too short where you can't like reach in the overhead bins and perform the minimum duties of being a flight attendant. Now, as far as the weight requirements, they don't have a major concern about your weight requirement. As long as you can fit comfortably up and down the aisles, you're good. As long as you can fit in our jump seats also and buckle the harness without any additional like buckles or anything, you're good. So you just have to fit up and down the aisles comfortably and be able to strap into our jump seat comfortably. And that's the only weight requirement. And that's pretty much it. So those are the questions I get asked most frequently. If you have any additional questions at the top of your mind, feel free to go ahead and ask me those questions below. Follow me on Instagram at Ebony Christina. That's at EBONYXTINA. I will link that below. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. If you like this video and it's helpful, go ahead and do me a favor and press that like button. So once again, thanks for watching, and good luck, fly girls and fly guys, on your journey. See y'all later.